Well, hey, welcome back, everybody. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about the power of niching down. Let's dive in. All right, well, hey, welcome back to the show. For those of you that are listening to the podcast, appreciate your listens. This is the 101st episode of the Handmade Business Secrets podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, go check out the podcast. It's going to help you a lot when it comes to niching down and getting away from, doing a little bit of everything. And I want to tell you why that's so important. Let me give you 3 reasons today. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I want to give you 3 reasons today why niching down in the woodworking or handmade or custom furniture space is so important. Obviously as a woodworker, you have like innumerable skills, right? You could really build anything you want. You could build birdhouses, you can build tables, you can build floating shelves, you can build cabinets, you can build really anything. So our tendency as a woodworker is to put that out there. That's our thing. Hey, you dream it, we build it, right? This is how most of us get started, and there's nothing wrong with this when you're getting started. But I'm going to give you several reasons why, if you really want to grow a legitimate business, that you need to get away from being the jack of all trades, and you need to start niching down and focusing your attention on one thing that you do and you do really well. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 reasons today why niching down is so important. Here's number 1. Picking a niche allows you to become really good at that niche, develop a strong name for yourself, and ultimately charge premium prices for your product or your service. Where I live, we have a Golden Corral. And what does Golden Corral do? Well, they do a little bit of everything, right? You can go in there, and depending on the day, you can get, a piece of steak, you can get chicken, you can get pasta, you can get bread, you can get desserts, you can get salad, you can get all kinds of stuff, right? So they make 35 different kinds of food. And then think with me as well, how much does Golden Corral charge each of their customers to come in for a plate of food? Well, they don't charge a whole lot. They charge $10 to $12, I guess, for a plate of food. Maybe a little bit more than that now. It's been a while since I've been there. But imagine that now that you're a fine steakhouse, okay? You specialize in the best. You have the best steak in town. That is what we do. We make steak. We make a couple sides, but you're coming here for the steak. Well, in general, those fine steakhouses are charging how much per plate? $30, $40, $50, $100 per plate, right? And so what this allows you to do is it allows you to develop a name around, you want that thing? Well, these guys are obviously the best around at that thing. You're never going to be able to break out of like commodity pricing. You're never going to be able to break out of having the same prices as everybody else when you're just kind of a jack of all trades, because you don't have any reason to justify higher pricing. But if you have been building tables for the last 4 years, or you've been building tables for the last 3 years, or whatever that might be, and I'm confident, ma'am, that this is the best table you're going to get. We've been refining this process. This is what we specialize in. Then you're going to be able to justify higher prices around that. And you're going to be able to create a brand around what that one thing is, okay? Here's number 2. Niching down allows you to systemize your business. So one of the biggest problems that I see is that people want to grow their business. Well, then they're doing 5 to 10 completely different types of products inside of their business, or they're still taking on completely custom work, and they cannot create systems around how they do what they do, because you're always learning it for the first time, every single time that you take on a new project, right? Tell me if this sounds accurate or sounds relatable. You start your woodworking business, or somebody knows that you do woodworking. Hey, how much would you charge me to do this? You sit down and you think, okay, well, it'll take me 10 hours to do that. It'll take me about this much material, and that's how much I'll charge. Okay, sounds great. You start doing it. You assume 10 hours. It took you 20 hours. You assumed this much material cost. It took this much material cost, right? And we usually grossly underestimate the amount of time that it takes, and it's because we're not factoring in the learning curve. We're not factoring in how much time it takes to learn something brand new. When you do the same thing over and over again, what that allows you to do is it allows you to eliminate the learning curve. You don't ever have to worry about the learning curve again. And so that's why this is so important. So most custom furniture or woodworking businesses cannot grow because they never do enough of one thing to systemize it. That's why they can't grow. And let me be very, very clear. You need systems in order to grow. You can't grow if you're always doing random one-off projects. You need to do something that you can repeat again and again and again, and your variation that you offer as a custom furniture business is very small. So like what I do in my business is these are our standard products, and then you can customize the length, the width, the color, and the wood options. Some of the biggest guys out there don't even let you customize the wood. It's like, this is the wood that we use, and most people honestly don't care about the wood. They don't know anything about wood, so they're just trying to pick what they think is pretty, right? What this allows you to do is allows you to create a system around building that product. And then once you have systems, then you can start to scale and grow as you start selling more of those products. Number 3, the final thing that allows you to niche down. Niching down allows you to ultimately scale your business. I want you to think, if you want to grow, and this kind of piggybacks off of number 2, you cannot grow without systems, and you cannot systemize without consistent products, okay? For those of you that have been a jack of all trades, you've done a little bit of everything here and there, what allowed me to niche down was I found what was most profitable and what was the easiest to sell. So what combination of those two things, like number 1, it's easy to find clients, it's easy to find customers that want these products, and then number 2, I can justify premium pricing around these products, okay? That was what allowed me to land on dining tables. Dining tables, custom tables, they are a commodity. You can buy one anywhere, but we can carve out a space to where we offer an experience for the customer. We offer a warranty on our products. They get to customize it. They get to build it, pick it out, and we make that happen. But we have 15 or 20 standardized products that they're picking from, that we're giving them options, but then they get to customize, have a little bit of customization freedom inside of that framework. And that's a really good combination, because if people are buying custom furniture or buying from a small guy like me or like you out there, they probably want to have the option to customize, right? They probably want to have the option to do something like that. So what we want to do is we want to give them that freedom, but then we don't necessarily want to just to do anything and everything that they bring to us. Sometimes we do, most of the time we don't. What allows you freedom there is if you have enough leads coming in, if you have a strong marketing system that's always generating leads, then you don't get hung up on that one customer that's wanting you to build this impossible project and you feel like you have to do it because you're not going to be able to eat if you don't. So I'm going to go and wrap this video up. I'm going to keep it short. That is the power of niching down. If this was helpful to you, make sure that you click that subscribe button. And also be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you would like to see a video on. We're always looking for more ideas around content that would be super helpful for you and for our audience. So if that is you, please, please, please let me know. If you're a woodworker, handmade business owner, custom furniture maker, let me know how we can help you. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'll see you in the next one.